My name is Sister Sheila Fortune, and I wish to share with you a reflection on St. Joseph, a courageous and creative father. In the first chapter of Matthew's Gospel, we meet Joseph and come to know him as the one chosen by God to play a very significant role in God's plan of salvation. Joseph was a devout man and would be attentive to Jewish laws and customs. Let us come to know Joseph, a man who is about to be married to Mary. Joseph had a trade. His future was secure. Imagine Joseph's shock when he was faced with a very difficult and painful situation. His spouse-to-be, Mary, was with child. Joseph was confused and saddened. It was with a heavy but compassionate heart that Joseph decided to spare Mary the shame and embarrassment she would surely experience, and decided to put her away privately. Joseph did not react out of his pain, but searched for a creative solution, showing his love and care for Mary and the unborn child. Joseph certainly wasn't expecting what followed. As we know, God intervened. Joseph had a dream. An angel appeared, a message from God. Don't be afraid. The child conceived is of the Holy Spirit. Joseph learned from the angel of a plan, a divine plan, that would have implications for all of humankind. Joseph would learn, little by little, the meaning and the impact this would have on his marriage to Mary and his role in God's plan. Now Joseph would proceed with his marriage to Mary and would welcome the child into his heart and into their lives. It was a time of letting go for Joseph, of a dream for his future life with Mary, and a refreshing openness to God's plan that would be revealed over time. When we are feeling comfortable and secure with the way our lives are unfolding, sometimes God intervenes. Maybe we are asked to do something that we think is unreasonable, and inwardly, we resent having our lives disturbed. We resist the very thought of a change. In my experience, this is a time to stop and reflect. Will we have the courage of St. Joseph and respond courageously to what is being asked of us? Will we be open to God's plan and the shift in our thinking about life and our place in it? God's dream for us is much greater than we know or can even imagine. It is a time of deep listening. It will take courage and an open heart to respond with generosity, leaving our future in the hands of a God who knows our potential and our capacity for newness. The journey to Bethlehem. This meant complying to the demands of the civil authorities when Mary's time to deliver was near. Joseph had to make preparations for a journey to Bethlehem, a long and even dangerous journey. When Mary and Joseph arrived, many travelers were also looking for accommodation. Courageously, Joseph went door to door, knowing that safety and timing were the highest priorities for the welfare of Mary and the unborn child. A stable was the only space offered where Mary could safely give birth to Jesus. Joseph would do his best to ensure that everything possible was done to fulfill his responsibilities to Mary Joseph's heart was full. He was about to become a parent. The birth became a celebration. It was a night filled with mystery. Something wonderful had occurred on earth in a little town called Bethlehem that night. A star appeared in the sky. Shepherds and wise men arrived and paid homage and offered gifts. There was joy and amazement in that simple setting on that memorable night that the whole world would one day come to know. For Joseph and Mary, with regard to travel, there was no choice. There are times in our lives when there are decisions to be made, and we don't always have the option to make choices that would meet our preferences. Our values come into play, but we may have to give up some of our needs and wants, our comforts. Can we, like Mary and Joseph, make the best of a situation and not allow ourselves to be disturbed by inconveniences? God may have some surprises for us too that are quite unexpected if we are willing and open to what God desires for us. The Congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph in Canada have a special place in our hearts for our beloved patron, St. Joseph, and are inspired by his life and response to God's call. We experience being called to care for refugees, including children who are fragile and vulnerable. We reach out to the homeless, providing food and a welcoming environment. We partner with others who share our values. When we have to face hurdles and can't see a way forward, we work together to find creative solutions. In our Ecology Retreat House, we partner with other religious and provide space so those who are homeless can have some much needed rest and a time for retreat. Helping discern God's will in the lives of others is one of our treasured ministries. St. Joseph, keep us generous in our sharing, our eyes open, ears attentive, and spirit alert, with our sleeves rolled up, always listening and searching for what God and the dear neighbor await from us each day.